Is the hottest place in the world on the equator? Many people believe that the equator is the hottest place in the world. Did you know that the hottest place on Earth isn't necessarily found along the equator, despite what we might think? While it's true that regions near the equator receive the most sunlight, some of the world's hottest temperatures are recorded in places much farther away from it. There are many places in the world, such as the Taklamakan Desert in mainland China and the Sahara Desert in Africa, where the maximum daytime temperature exceeds 45 degrees Celsius. Death Valley in California, USA, holds the record for the highest air temperature ever recorded, a scorching 56.7 degrees Celsius. This desert is located well north of the equator, showing that extreme heat can occur in areas with the right combination of geography, weather patterns, and atmospheric conditions, not just near the equator. So, while the equator is definitely hot, it's not the exclusive home of the world's highest temperatures. The hottest places often depend on local factors like elevation, dry air, and desert landscapes. Fascinating, right? Why is it that the equatorial region receives the most sunlight and heat, but is not the hottest place, while some deserts far from the equator are hotter than the equator? It turns out that most of the equatorial region is occupied by ocean, and the vast equatorial ocean can transfer the sun's heat to the deep ocean. Because seawater has a large heat capacity, the water temperature rises more slowly than on land, and the evaporation of seawater requires a large amount of heat energy. Therefore, the temperature at the equator does not rise sharply. But in the desert, the situation is different. There are few plants in the desert, and water is even less common. A bare piece of sand has a small heat capacity, so it heats up quickly. Moreover, the heat transfer in the sand is slow, so it is difficult for the heat to be transferred downwards. Coupled with the lack of water and the lack of water evaporation and dissipation, the temperature in the desert rises very quickly under the sun, making it the hottest place on Earth.